What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is video 2 of the week if you're watching in real time. Today's topic is going to be a little bit controversial, okay? Because today we are going to actually talk about hormone replacement, steroids, and is it really unhealthy or is it not? Is it healthier to take steroids? This is a topic that a lot of people aren't, or I guess they're just too afraid to get into. Because of the backlash, because of the bad stigma that the media wants to put out. The Olympic sports put out anti-doping, professional, in college sports talk about it. Is it being so bad and unhealthy? And a lot of doctors don't even know what they're talking about when it comes to it. But here is the facts. Here are the facts about the topic. And as we get older, our hormones will start to diminish over time. That is one of the number one reasons why we age. And for men, when we usually get into our later 20s through our 30s and especially in our 40s, our testosterone levels will start to subside and they will start to go down. For women, estrogen and testosterone start to take a hit later on in life, and then so does thyroid. So there are ways that you can, in theory, live longer and maintain a younger appearance, and also inside of your body maintain an inward level of healthiness with steroids. Now, there's two sides of the spectrum here. You're going to have the side of the spectrum that abuses everything, and they are very unhealthy the older that they get. You're going to have the other side of the spectrum that is so conservative that they don't take anything to assist them with aging, and they age quickly, and they they don't live the fullest life that they possibly can because their bodies are deteriorating at a faster rate. So the best place that I recommend people be is right in the middle of that, both of those sides of the spectrum. Number one, just to put this out there, I am not recommending anything unless you go talk to your doctor. I am not a doctor. I'm not a health professional in the sense of that I went and got my doctorates or I have some sort of degree that I can suggest and prescribe medications. So this is purely just talking for entertainment purposes only, if that's what you want to think of it as. But I will be telling you guys just the straight facts about both ends of the spectrum and where I believe is the best place to be. So number one, okay, testosterone is considered a steroidal hormone, okay? It is a male hormone, and it's also a hormone that females produce as well. Now, you can abuse that. You can take a lot of it, and it can cause a lot of problems with high blood pressure, high cholesterol. You can gain a lot of muscle. You can get very, very big and impressive muscle, impressive strength, and that comes with having higher testosterone levels. But you can go way over the top. And that's called a pharmacological dose. When you're taking so much that you're almost at the superhuman level, okay? And that's when things can start to get a little bit out of hand and health factors start to deteriorate. You start to, you're playing with fire there. Now, the good news is that if you're somebody who has abused something like that in the past, you're not going to overdose. It's not like a recreational drug that you take and oops, I took too much, and then now you gotta go to the hospital. You might die. This is something that it takes years and years and years and decades of abuse to actually have negative side effects from it. When it comes to the other side of the spectrum, if you ignore the fact that you're aging and that your hormone levels are deteriorating, well, you're going to face injury, you're going to face weakness, you're going to face mood swings, emotional issues, and it's going to continue to escalate the older that you get. Now, if you're the one that's abusing the products, yes, that's going to also happen, but you're just not going to change in the same ways. You're going to have temperamental issues. You're going to have probably some heightened aggression. If you're really, really pushing the higher dosages and your hormone levels are just like astronomical, like that of like a great white shark or a gorilla or something, and people do that. They actually get their. I've heard of men and I've seen men that get their levels so enormously high that they're like equivalent to a gorilla or a great white shark, which is just like you're not thinking clearly when your hormones are at that state. Um, so where I believe that you need to be is right in the middle. And for men, I'm a big believer in keeping your levels between 800 and 1,000. Even though the medical industry says that you should be between 250 and 750, typically on an average scale. But I can tell you right now, any man who's got levels around 250 or 300 is not going to feel very good. You're going to feel very exhausted. You're going to feel very tired. And unfortunately, I've seen this a lot in sports. Even though certain sports they don't allow you to take hormone support because it can be used and abused, and you can enhance your athletic performance. But at some point, you have to ask yourself, if you're competing in a natural bodybuilding show, right, and you're 50 years old, why are you competing in natural bodybuilding at 50? You can't take what you need to take to actually be healthy. And if your testosterone levels and your hormone levels are in the dirt, all for what? You can't function correctly. You can't live a full life. You can't build muscle. You can't eat. You don't have an appetite like you would normally if your hormones were optimal. Your emotions, your mood, your just outlook, your even people, experience depression when they have lower hormone levels. For women as well, when you have low estrogen and low testosterone and low thyroid, everything's out of whack, and you can experience some major emotional issues. So, when people talk about the term steroids and how they're so unhealthy, realize that your body's already making testosterone, which is a steroidal hormone, and whether you're male or female. And so, if you're a man and your testosterone levels are low and you're in your 30s, taking testosterone to become healthy and to get your levels to what the higher end of normal and average would be is a good thing. If you're competing in natural bodybuilding or you're competing in some sort of sport, now if you're doing this professionally and you're making tons of money, that's how you make your living, by all means, it's a sacrifice for that. But if you're doing it for fun and you are ignoring the fact that your hormone levels are deteriorating, this goes for men and women, you need to realize that, sooner or later you're going to have to you're going to have to hang up the suit, the bodybuilding suit or the glove or the cleats or whatever it is that you're doing, right? If you're not doing it to make a living, because you need to focus on longevity and health, because you can't play that sport forever, and you're going to need to probably be on some sort of hormone support. We all have to at some point in our life. It's extremely rare that somebody can live their entire life and literally not their hormones don't take a hit from when they're 20 to when they're 80 years old. That's not really possible. That's why we age, is because of our hormones. So if you really want to manage your health inward and outward and set yourself up for a longer lasting life and a healthier life and feeling young even when you're in your 40s, if you still feel like you're 25 years old, I'm sure we all would love that. So number one, you got to eat healthy and train hard, obviously. And then, the next thing on the list would be that you need to go get your hormones checked, and you need to get on probably some sort of hormone support. And with that being said, we are working on a little add-on with our app here on the iPhone and Android and all other mobile devices that we want to bring hormone support to you guys, and help you guys with any of the questions that you have. We're trying to work on a program here on the app where you can simply select a telemedicine phone call with a company that can do your blood work remotely, and they can also ship you your products, your prescriptions legally right to your house, and they can manage everything. So it's all discreet, and you'll never actually need to go down to the doctor down the street, because a lot of doctors, a lot of local family practitioners, what they do is they're not really against it. They understand it, but what they do is they prescribe it to you, and then you have to go into their clinic to get the shot of whatever it is, or take the thyroid medication. And they charge your insurance like $100 to $150 per week for that, when you could actually get it through a service that we provide for a minimum of $100 a month. So we're working on some things like that to help you guys. So I suggest that you do some research. If it's been a long time since you've got your blood work done, go get it checked, guys. It's super important to stay on top of your health like that. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it's a little weird talking about something that seems so kind of the dark side of fitness, right? We all wondered about it, but we just don't know because we hear in sports growing up that it's so bad for you. When in reality, it's not. When you get old enough, you're going to have to manage your health, and taking vitamins and testosterone boosters over the counter will only get you so far. But eventually, you're going to need more of a pharmaceutical approach to lasting longer, living longer, being healthier. And trust me, if you can be in your 40s and 50s and 60s and feel like you're still 25 years old, you're going to take that option. Same with women too. I mean, we all, men and women, we all want to optimize our health and our hormones the older we get. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you share it with your friends. If you have any more questions, because I didn't really cover super in-depth details about like what the typical dosages are for certain males and females and hormones, where's a good doctor to go look, what kind of clinics usually are open and willing to work with younger individuals, because I've seen people in their 20s that even have hormone deficiencies and they have to go get it prescribed to them in their 20s. So a lot of doctors will just shut them off because they're 20 something years old. They don't believe that their hormones are deficient. So there's a lot more that comes along with this topic. So if you guys are interested, shoot me a DM or drop a message in the the chat forum we have here in the app, and let me know that you'd like me to elaborate more on that. So anyways, guys, hope you're having a great day. We'll see you next week. Enjoy your weekend. Keep crushing your goals. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. And if you're interested in joining the program, let me know, because that starts as little as $5 per day. We can get you on a healthier track, and you can be achieving the fitness goals that you've always wanted. Have a good day, guys. We'll see you later.